Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's literally a two-handed job doing this now. But all is well. Happy eclipse season. Happy full moon eclipse. Happy day. Today we are offering our all signs reading for the full moon eclipse that we have coming up in Virgo at 23 degrees. The most important thing that I want us to understand when it comes to eclipse season, like what is eclipse season? Sorry, I'm hearing it all over the place, which is if we've been on the path of our soul's growth, our soul's mission, our soul's like why we're alive, then eclipse season can just pick you up and put you in the environment that you're supposed to be in. It's just paradigm hopping in the most beautiful, gentlest of ways. If we have strayed off course from our soul's mission, growth, whatever it may be, this is when eclipse season will smash you back on track. And I say smash gently because a lot of the times we know better. We knew better. We knew better a long time ago. If we're avoiding the whispers that God, the God of our understanding, has been saying to us, we'll get the punch. I like to think of it as God takes a quantum boot and just throws it at our faces. And I've been there. I've experienced that. Amazing stuff. It's beautiful stuff. So I'm here to offer an all signs reading. And what I have here is my board, which general wheel starts in Aries and goes all the way around over to Pisces. Please watch for your rising sign first. Find exactly where 23 degrees of Virgo is falling in your chart. Watch that video for the exactitude, for where Uranus is transiting, where the sun is transiting, where are these actual aspects. And then you can watch for your sun sign and your moon sign, if you so choose, to get a little bit of the vibe, to get a little bit of the energy and see what's happening for the theme of your sun and the theme of your moon sign. This eclipse has a lot to do with Uranus. Well, I'll start at the beginning. Mercury is the chart ruler for Virgo. So Mercury runs this full moon. We'll just break it down a little bit. The full moon alone, Mercury runs it. Mercury's going to be in Aries for this full moon eclipse, and will go retrograde the very next day. So like the introduction stated, and please definitely go watch the introduction. I'll put the link for that below, where it's a very short, accessible video. Short for me, it was like a half an hour. But really, we break down this information. We break down a lot of what these planetary alignments, what they mean, what's coming up for a lot of people. Most importantly, we have the sun sextiling Uranus and Uranus trining the moon. This is like the full moon is what we're meant to be releasing. Trine is your yes friend. So it might be very effortless to want to pop off. The things that you're trying to do, trying to accomplish, trying to create, it takes a little bit more elbow grease. It takes a little bit more chugga, a little bit more dedicated practice to accomplish. That's on purpose. It means that you want it. And also remember that dedicated practice can mean rest. Dedicated practice can mean doing a little bit of spiritual work, celebration. My full moon channelings in my membership groups, you receive. There's no hands-on anything. You just lay down and fall asleep to them. So know that it's okay to be exhausted right now. It's okay to be, a lot of people are changing up their aesthetic, changing up their look. A lot of people are really stepping into, sorry, I just realized that this is ever so slightly off kilter. A lot of people are going through deep transformational changes. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. So let eclipse season, let March 2025 in general just be a big change in the sense of what I've been doing for so long is finally birthing. What I've been creating, who I've been on the inside, what I've been nourishing on the inside is finally able to be seen. finally gets their platform, finally gets their whatever it may be. But it's because of that internal work. So like I said in the introduction, we're not making massive moves. Mercury retrograde alone, not making massive moves. Full moon alone, not making massive moves. Eclipse season, not making massive moves. This is whatever you've been chugga-ing. It's like giving up when you've just finished a marathon at 25 miles and being like, that's enough. That's enough. Don't be that guy. Don't decide at 25 miles in the marathon to be like, I want to be a circus performer. April, you might not feel the same thing. So welcome to anyone that's new here. My name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer. Whatever really means, like the words kind of escape me sometimes, but it just means that my soul, my consciousness is from a different time and space that's here to be helpful during the awakening. My purpose is to offer an inspired and safe space for connection and growth, offering you the tools, accessible tools, so that you can bring yourself into alignment. So if something is coming up for you, that's amazing. Let it, look at it, be with it. Definitely go check out my blog, It's Quiet, It's a Little Too Quiet. That could be for you if you feel like nothing's happening, what's going on? I'm trying to do this. Could be a little bit of validation for you as to why you're like in this internal floundering. It's actually a really good thing. I'm going to spoil it for you. It's a really good thing. It means you're on the path. So I'm going to offer my disclaimer, introduce the planets, and then we'll get into this. So my disclaimer is that this is not a personalized reading. We're transcending time and space. This is an offering, completely donation-based, completely for free across YouTube. So please do not take anything that I say as doctrine. If it resonates for you, it's for you. If it does not resonate for you, it is not for you. The second part of my disclaimer is that because I'm here to offer you tools of alignment with a growth mindset, we're busy, we've got things to do. I've got about 5 minutes of your attention span, and sometimes my readings can hit between the eyes. They're not meant to be gentle. I really was sitting with the guides and channeling a little bit before getting started. My intention, as always, is to offer the highest and greatest good information for all involved and invested. And because the energy that's coming through is Virgo, they were like, let's do this. So sometimes we need to be hit in the face. Sometimes we need to process deeply. This is the health access. So just like, as you can see, I had my double espresso. I went to the gym this morning. Now I'm having my water. So it's okay I love coffee. I have no intention of taking it out of my life. But if I do something every single day, if I need something every single day, taking it away and saying, hey, I don't. I'm actually a human being, sovereign. I can go without that. That's okay. So taking breaks is a wonderful thing. And checking out of social media, checking out of, the doom scroll, checking out of not checking out I'm going into not checking out in a disassociated way, but really being aware is something that I talked about in my 2025 workbook, whereas how can we view our world from above in March 2025, not in a disassociated way, but say, wow, this is happening for me, not to me. So that's very potent and powerful. So let me introduce the planets and then we'll get into the reading. This is the sun. Like I said, this is the moon. Mercury. Venus. Mars. And I have a whole all signs reading for the Venus retrograde. Definitely go check that out if you're interested in what's going on with Venus. Jupiter. Saturn. Uranus. I'm gonna move everybody. Neptune. Pluto. He's based off of the Christmas critters in South Park. He's an OG. This is Neptune. Neptune's also an OG. Chiron. Black Moon Lilith. And I follow the mean nodes and the mean Lilith. So if you follow the true, there might be different aspects that are happening right now. And the North Node and the South Node, which I put down like this. so you can see what the North Node is going into and what the South Node is releasing. I'm just asking the guys if there's anything else. If you've been in it, the full moon healing and channeling really could be helpful and advantageous for you if you're interested in that. The links are below for my membership group, in the full moon channeling and healing membership group, as well as my all access membership group. They're very accessible and you just can lay back and receive. The reason I wanted to share that I used to sell them as one-offs and I wanted to keep them all in the membership group is because you can, sign up for 1 month and then erase it, but you get every single full moon that I've ever put up. So you get like hours of channeling and hours of healing canvases, and like you can go back for the past few months and kind of look at that. So I wanted that to be available for everybody instead of just purchasing it as the one-off. So I wanted you to get as much information as possible. So links are below for that. The guides are ready. Let's get started. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. How are you doing? Very interesting energy. Oof. My God, this is so beautiful. Okay, hold on. Sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, North Node, South Node, Chiron, and Lilith. Okay, so I saw you hiding, like literally like hiding under your covers or like hiding in the closet when I was like, how are you? And you're like, I can't come out. And then I saw you come out and you were like Technicolor. Like very, like you were Technicolor and the world around you was sepia tone, and you're like, I'm so bright and I'm so big and I'm so worthy, and I've been doing these evening meditations, or I've been exercising for a while, or I've just really been doing a lot of work on myself, and I'm hopping paradigms effortlessly, and the things that really negatively affect other people are not really affecting me, and my eyes are universes, and I'm just about to be seen. Yeah, I see you and I honor you, and I'm really excited about what's happening. It's just you can't hide from your power anymore, and it's like you can't hide from your power, but also at the same time you're like, they're gonna see me. The world's gonna see me. Yeah, they're gonna see you. And this is, maybe it's taking a little bit longer than you expected. Maybe you're experiencing things that, like, God's giving you the time to leave something behind. Oh my God, I just realized how far away my microphone was. Let me clip that back. My apologies. God's really giving you the time to like let something go, to leave something behind. This is happening in your house of daily life, health, practical service. This is your health axis. So Aries, like, sun, moon, or rising, this could be an environment that you have to leave behind. This, your chart rulers in your house of home, finally direct. You might feel a little bit like you're integrating your power in a very applicable, accessible way. So I would really love for you to, an offering for you is to really remind yourself that we're living in a matrix reality that is created with your thoughts, words, actions, and intentions, and that you are the most powerful manifester that's ever existed. You're the only thing that exists in this world. Is the egg theory. I'll put the link for that below for you. It's a cute little video, but really, you can hop paradigms in a way that is so gentle, that is so like, oh my God, yeah, I just like drew my house, and I didn't really have to wait. There's somebody that like the landlord really loved me, or I got instantly approved. I'm able to buy my house. Like everything just happened so effortlessly, but you had to pay a price for it. You had to leave certain things behind. So whatever you've been in for the past few months, Aries, I just really honor you, and I really believe that this is a beautiful time. I mean, the new moon eclipse is in your sign. It's in your sign. So you've been deeply processing, deeply stepping into your own, deeply stepping into your power. I mean, for years now, when the North Node was transiting your sign, you went through a guttural change. It might just feel like God's singling you out. He's not. You came in as an Aries. You decided to be an Aries. Yeah, that was a you decision to be an Aries. So nothing's happening to you. Especially my Aries risings is one of the rarest signs, or one of the rarest rising signs. So definitely, like, find gratitude for your bigness and know that it's okay to expand exponentially during this time. Do not keep yourself small to make the people around you it's not even the people around you. You've removed the people that you needed to be small around, so you have no choice but to expand. You have to fill the space. You have to. I'm being sharp with you, and I love you. I'm an Aries sun at 2 degrees, conjunct Jupiter. I can say this to you. Expand, take up your space, do the dang thing. Go watch the introduction. You can get a lot more information. Okie dokie, I love you so much. Taurus. Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon. I'm very excited for this. This is funny. I just saw this image of, like, you were trying to hide from this energy. And you're like, no, not me, not me, not me, not me, not me. It was just really, really, really cute. I mean, Uranus is in your sign. It's in your sign. It's in your sign. You're glowing up. There's a... Some of you... I'm just listening to the guides. There's something around children that's going on. Whether it's your inner child, whether it's wanting children, whether it's you thought you didn't want children, but now you do want children, and you're older and you're having trouble with that reality and you're processing that. There's so much going on. There's so much going on. This is so oddly niche, but I have to say it, which is like... This is really, I'm having trouble wanting to say this, but it's very, very niche. Obviously, that's not for everyone. But if someone's gone through here, like a detransition, and is maybe deciding that they wanted kids, and so if that person is here, my Waking Up Post-Woke series could be something that could be healing and validating for you. Just know that I'm sending love, and that nothing that we ever decided to do in this world is wrong. Everything that we did got us to the point that we're at right now. So to that person, that's very niche, so I'm going to just leave that there, that across time and space, God just had that message for you, that you're so loved and so beautiful and so wonderful. I really feel as though there's a big family component that's going on here, whether it's, Venus retrograde in your house's soul purpose. And this could be, having a career baby, like starting a company, starting certain things. The guides are really stopping me on this one. This is about inner child or children. Very specifically, inner child or children. And whether you are divine masculine Taurus and you are older than you, and you're like, why do I want kids, or why am I dreaming about these kids? Because their souls exist, my friends. Their souls exist. And they want to come in and they want to be here. And for my divine feminines, if you're on the younger side, divine feminine, just know that the right person, you'll just know. And for my older divine feminines, it's beautiful that you waited, because every single person that you met until you became your own 10 out of 10 was less than 10 out of 10. I'm asking the guys, I'm like, throw me a bone. Not everybody wants kids. And they're like, okay, fine, fur babies. But a consciousness that's not you, that is not work related, that you're taking care of. Because it's only since you've really tended to, and this is also very niche, this could be, you're taking care of a parent that, I'm listening to the guides. They're like, every single one of these is so niche that they want to really do a whole thing on it, where it's like, if you're taking care of your parents because the parent is older and, maybe is losing it a little bit, that's not a child. Like, doing it hands-on is not your responsibility. Setting boundaries, helping out financially, paying for caregiving, like, these are the things to do, but you don't have to sacrifice yourself for that, Taurus. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. But know that the future that you seek is seeking you. The partner that you're seeking is seeking you. The child that you're seeking is seeking you. And please, if anyone is of those niche people, please reach out. I offer free 15-minute consultations. We can chit-chat for a little bit. But you are just loved from across the planet. So it was very Venusian, the energy that came through today, which is your chart ruler. So I love that. I love that. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. This is big stuff for you, Gem. It's been big. It's been plump. It's been big. It's been exciting. You've been doing healing. You've been setting boundaries. Oh my God, a lot of you are really listening to the advice that I give. I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is grand. This is grand. I'm just, like, Mercury's your chart ruler. The full moon is run by Mercury. You're super connected to Virgo in some beautiful ways. I really love that. There's the scene that's popping into my head is at the, oh my God, it's the beginning of Thor, Love and Thunder, where Jane is sitting in a hospital and she's next to this kid who's reading her book. And it's like, you can have that fame, but also like that autonomy. Like, you're allowed to keep that. You're allowed to keep that. And so when it comes to this world, this new technological world, we can't fathom sometimes helping millions of people because our brain tries to say, like, oh, they're in an arena. Oh my God, there's this woman, Whitney something or other. She's like a fame coach. And she speaks of that. She, there's this beautiful reel that she had put out, which was like, try to visualize 100 people, try to visualize 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 10 million people. Your brain loses it at a certain point because you can't all like fit them in the same room, So when you visualize your book, your content, your whatever it may be, being seen by so many people, it's like, I want you in very deep meditation at all times. I want you kept. I want you moisturized. I want you so, like, safe. Like, you record something, you write for a few hours, and then I'm done for the day. I've created a flower arrangement, and now I'm finished. And now I'm going to my tower, and my assistant is available for all bookings and phone calls. Like, I want that for you. This is the, mother and father access, so there might be some family stuff that's really coming up. And it's so, I love how deeply you process, but in such like a, no, one of my brains is doing this and the other one is doing that. Like, you can write, and one side of your whole being, Gemini, is like, no, I'm just processing like the deepest family traumas that I've ever experienced in my life. But, but I got a few things done. It's like Geminis with manifesting generator energy is like, you can run the world. You could run the whole wide world, Gemini. So I'm excited. This is a good time. This is a good time for you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'd say stay the course and really just like work less and have more fun. Yeah. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. How are you doing? God, I love how dramatic you can be sometimes. I love checking in with your energy. Really, just doing this and just doing that, and I'm healing all this and I'm healing all that, and you're just like, but it's a good time. But I love it. Yeah. Mars really rocked your marbles, and I love that. United it. Siblings, early learning, communication. Oh my God. Some of you are looking at some deeply messed up patterns within yourself. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, with the connection to community, it's very important that you're aware of the people that you spend your time with. And I don't want to sound like a broken record in any capacity, but we've been talking about this for a while, whereas like if your 3D job, if you're like your job where you're, paying the bills, doing the dang thing, and everybody is so different than you, and you know that once you leave that environment, you're not really going to talk to them that much anymore, then stop talking to them now. I'm not kidding. Like pull back on the communications that you have, because I don't want you to become bitter in any capacity or judgmental. I don't want you to become like, did you ever see the movie Waiting? Where there's like all the archetypes of restaurant work, and there's this one woman who's a little bit older and she is just miserable. Like she's making the frickin' sundae and she's like, I just frickin' and then she goes to the table, here we are, happy birthday. Yeah, like there are different ways to do things. Going into your job saying, I am so grateful for this job. It is giving me the freedom to study and to work towards my greater goal. But all you talk about when you're there is what jazzes you up. Then that's a different vibration of people like making fun of you because you bring an organic salad, or you're like a runner, or you do things, or you like to travel, and people are just like, oh, look at you with your healthy stuff again, while they're off doing their thing. Like you don't have to try to, it's just energetic. Your nervous system is affected by the nervous system of the people that you spend your time with. I can't control that. Your brain can't control that. So really the way to navigate that is to stop connecting with them. Yeah, if people have a question for you, they'll know exactly what to do and what to say. And it doesn't matter if people are like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just visualizing my future and I'm staying in my little safety bubble of that. Like, yeah, I kind of want you to pull back a little into the crab shell and not engage in whatever environment you're not supposed to be in, but engage fully with the environments that really jazz you up. Yeah, who pours into you, Cancer? Who checks on you? Who checks on you? You and Virgo. The sage is still going, dude. The sage is still going. Yeah. If you have any Virgo placements, like you're really doing well. Like Virgo is like really vibing with this energy of the South Node and the North Node. So don't box yourself in. Yeah. Don't miss the bus because you're explaining to someone the 101 of what you're a master in. You know what I mean? I think that's hitting. Just be in a daydream bubble at all times. And it'll come. Be in the daydream. Don't engage. I love you. Leo. Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. Okay. I love you. Do you want it sugar coated or do you want me to shoot between the eyes? There's this really beautiful Emilio Ortiz. It was a short that he put out that really knocked my socks off, where it's, how can you tell where someone's vibration is at? Just look at their environment, look at their surroundings, look at where they live, look at the people that they're surrounded by, look at all of these things where you can tell, because our reality is created with our thoughts, words, actions, and intentions. So if your reality is on fire, that means that that person does not care about themselves and is not giving themselves the love that they deserve. If they're surrounded by people that they don't like, if they are surrounded by things that frustrate them, they don't love themselves. They are frustrated with themselves. They know things have to change. So if you find yourself constantly saying, oh my goodness, I know better than this person. Oh, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, I can't believe that. You are the common denominator. You are the one that pull back. If you have Cancer placements, pull back. This is your money, my guy. This is your money. You are the most powerful creature that's ever existed on this planet. You are a human being. You are a human being. You are a limitless creature. Your brain is more powerful than you could ever possibly imagine. So give it a problem to focus on. Say, whenever my brain is braining, because it's a muscle. I don't get mad at my heart for beating or my lungs for breathing or my feet for feeding. Like, I don't get mad at those things. So I can't identify with my brain because it's a muscle. I have to give it something to focus on. So if my brain is braining and it's, thinking and it's trying to get me to like put the mask on and identify as it, I go, brain, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's really amazing. I'm actually working towards my first million. So if you can really focus on that, that's where we're going. So if you have anything in this moment that can get us towards that, I'll happily do it. But go figure that out and bring me towards that paradigm. This is beautiful. This is huge. A lot of people, this is shared possessions. This is, when I first started studying astrology, they said, classically a reference book had said, when you move, this is the house of what you put in the boxes and this is where you're moving. A lot of people are moving. A lot of people are looking for homes. A lot of people are trying very seriously to relocate, get specific, get niche. Do you know the exact? There was a subscriber that commented a little bit of a trick on, I did a story time video just a few videos ago, and I was paradigm hopping. Check the comment section, because someone who was, looking at general areas really niched down. They spent time in that area, and amazing, like magic, a house just popped up, the exact house, and it was beautiful. So I was so grateful to that subscriber for sharing that trick, because the universe likes specificity. We're all worthy of abundance. We're all worthy of travel. We're all worthy of, the things. But what do you want? What's the neighborhood? What would you do with your first million? Write it out. Put it on the vision board. Get very specific. Oh my God. It was in the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Incredible book. It's a very short book written a very long time ago, where the greatest analogy that I've ever heard about this was, he's like, when you're messaging a friend, and he was like, you're writing a letter to a friend. Do you send them the letters of the alphabet and say, oh, you figured out, you know what I'm saying? Or do you send them the letter of what it is that you're trying to say? So be specific. What car do you want? Where is the location? What is this town? What is the city? Go to those places. Discover them. Discover them. This is a great time of exploration, Leo. But do you see how expansive that was? From the beginning of having small-minded judgments for other people in your environment to literally hopping paradigms, it's all about your mindset shift. That really hit. I'm really excited for you, Leo. Really, really excited. Virgo, happy eclipse in your sign, child. This is so wonderful. I'm loving this. So part of the, you've been doing such an incredible job getting to know yourself. You've really been navigating the South Node in your sign like a champ, like a champ. And one of the most powerful things that we do when we follow the moon is we rest and we cry and we feel our feelings deeply. And sometimes when it's like journalable and things are going really well, it's amazing, but then we can kind of like avoid the shadow work. We can avoid like oh, I was the problem. We can avoid all of that. So I would love for you to integrate a little bit of ceremony and just release and just do some releasing. I'm no longer this. I'm no longer this. My astrological starter kit, I'll put the link for that below. It's on my website. Has a practical full moon release technique. Really just write it down, cross it off a few times, do little things and light them on fire, and then it's done. It takes me 15 minutes sometimes. And you are integrating these metaphysical practices into your toolbox. So I'd highly recommend getting a little woo for this full moon eclipse. I mean, it's in your sign, so like no better time to do it. And what we recognize about celebration, about completing cycles, about all these things is think of a circle. When you complete that cycle and do something to celebrate that end, you've completed it and you've moved along. Instead of avoiding that step and the energy goes up or the energy goes down, it's a perfect opportunity. Literally, it's in your sign. Perfect opportunity right now to really integrate some spiritual hygiene. I have a whole video on spiritual hygiene. I knew this one was going to be quick for you because you're doing a great job. Always harness that and really set those solid foundations. I'm listening to the guides. The reason things are going so well is because of the way that you've been doing things. Like your attention, you were like, oh, I saw something coming and now I really want to look at my role in it. I really want to process deeply. And so really flowing with the cycles of the moon, this is how I've prevented burnout. When I was in corporate, I had burnout all the time. Like this is how you say, all right, I am actually going to pull back a little. We can't be journaling all the time. We can't be doing that like outer stuff all the time. Sometimes we just have to order takeout and like eat the snack and watch a movie that makes us cry and feel our feelings and just say, oh my God, I've come so far. Can I do it? No. So really recognize how far you've come and leave certain things behind. You know, it's the 3 questions that I ask myself, usually, on Sundays or after a big cycle. What did I do well? What did I not do so well? Or what can I improve upon? And what is fully integrated? I'm still talking Virgo. Like sometimes we can get stuck at level 1 because we don't want to go to level 2. Yeah. We're going to be processing until we die, but certain things you're done processing. So complete that cycle. Have a cupcake. I love you. I want pictures of the cupcake. Email me. Thank you. Libra rising. Libra sun. Libra moon. How are you doing, darling? It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm really sending love to you. There's a big difference between being in your Rocky montage and knowing you have to leave a situation and avoiding the situation. Like this is the health axis. So daily life, health, practical service in opposition to the full moon of soul purpose, healings, closures, and coming home. You want a very just like minimal way. This could mean that your dreams are just popping off and crazy and like that could be for some of you the simplest expression of this energy. And you're just like letting things go. And that's beautiful. You're integrating some spiritual practices. You're switching up the aesthetic. You're doing things like that. And the wildest, like most intense application of this, the universe might be trying to relocate you right now. You might be every day getting a, I'm not supposed to be in this environment, I'm not supposed to be in this environment, I'm not supposed to be in this environment type of a message. And you're like, I'm just branching off into all of these different choose your own adventures. And you're like, okay, I'm looking for a new place. I'm, taking a new route to work. I'm actively like meditating. I'm looking at like, where would I want to live? What would I want to do? All that stuff. Or you're like doubling down on your, checkout habit, whatever that may be. And we can't. So this is very fascinating. If you have any Aries placements, definitely go check that video out. But I'm just seeing you like what I channeled through for Aries was like they're like hiding under the covers and they're like, I'm so big and I'm so like new and I have so much to offer. And right now what I'm seeing is you, but you're like, so much is going to change. My whole community is going to change. The people that I'm around are going to change. Like everything's going to change. That's good, because the community that's looking for you is looking for you. There's a different neighbor you're supposed to have. There's a different environment you're supposed to be in. There's a different 3D job that you're supposed to be in. There's a different internship that you're supposed to be in. Like what livens you up? My guy, what livens you up? Getting to know Saturn and your Saturn placements could be so cool. It could be so helpful and so cool because Saturn's in the mix. Saturn wants you to have a happy, safe, healthy, foundationed life where you're in control. You're in control. Yeah. If you got Sag placements too. We haven't done Sag yet, but for some reason I feel like y'all are connected. This just like haven't stopped, which is, it happens sometimes, but it's rare. I mean, it's an eclipse, so, we're doing it. We're doing it. Alrighty, Reenie Rooney. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. Scorpio has really been in it. So if you're watching for a Scorpio, I offer a double disclaimer, which is, this is how I talk to Scorpio. This is how I talk to Scorpio. Buddy. You might be alone right now. You might be so alone. So with yourself. So dating yourself. So coming out of it. So, okay. I always mix up if it's Gene Simmons or Richard Simmons, but it's like the exercise guy that had the afro from the 80s and the 90s who wore the spandex and he just like was jumping around and doing the aerobics class and stuff. So I apologize, I can't remember which one it is, but it was one of them. I'll never forget. There was this video that he did in my childhood, and I was born in 87, so this was the early 90s, I want to say, where he helped a woman that literally couldn't even get off the couch. She was so overweight. And he visited her. He was like, I'm here to help you. She literally physically could not even stand up. And what he did is he put his videos on and she clapped. She clapped her way to exercise. She clapped her way to walking. She clapped her way to complete weight loss. I also remember a personal story. When I was in some of my darkest moments, I was so depressed. I was high every day. I was, in training for this waitressing job. So I was only working like a few hours every night in training. Like I was in a dark space. I had no purpose. And, my partner at the time, he'd literally wake up, go to work and be like, are you getting off the couch today? Like, what's going on? Nobody knew how to help me. And the phrase that helps me, chin up, Chin up. If I walk with confidence with my chin up, and it was God who said it to me. Nobody knows that you're, thinking all these thoughts. Nobody knows that you hate yourself. Nobody knows how miserable, how depressed you are. Just chin up. Just smile. Just pretend. Just pretend. So I feel so excited about, later this year with the Mars-Pluto opposition coming again. Those are your chart rulers. Like, beautiful things are coming. You've been in a healing moment. I don't want to say healing crisis, but this has been so intense. Our sessions have been so intense, Scorpio. So I honor you. Don't give up. Do things, whether, you used to go to the gym all the time and be super, super healthy, go 3 times a week and just do what you can. Just show up, go for a walk, go outside, put your feet in the earth and, get the sun on your face. And really, I'd recommend some, hypnosis tapes for whatever you're experiencing. I'm doing that myself and it's been transformative. I want you to know that you're worthy of a healthy relationship right now. Full body chill. Full body chill. Full body chill. It can get to be this, when you've come from really intense, like, this is the house of play, Uranus in your house of relationships, and releasing in your house of community. If you feel alone, if you feel like you have gone through the ringer and you've gone through every single negative experiences that you could possibly think of when it comes to relationships, you are still worthy. Right now. Right now. Right now. We can't say I'll be perfect. When I'm perfect, then I'm going to be able to date. When I'm perfect, then I'm going to be able to have some. We're never going to be perfect. You just have your tools. You're ready. You're ready. Okay, if I told you, because the new moon eclipse that's coming up is in your house of daily life and practical service and work. When that happens, you're going to be jazzed for me to be like, you might be stretching a little bit, do a job that you're not really 100% sure how to do. And you're like, yeah, I can do it. I can figure anything out. I can do this. I can do this. I can, I've been studying and I'm practiced and I'm kind of ready, but I'm not fully ready. I'm going to be shaken and I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. What about with a relationship, baby? What about a healthy relationship? What about taking your divine partner, that if you're in a divine partnership, what about taking them out on a date and reminding them why you love them? What about having a, like a romantic date without the kids? Whoo, literally sparked all over the place. Yeah, could be bringing up babies, depending on your level of what it is. Relationships. It's all about relationships right now. So, you're worthy now, and I want you to start to have the same excitement about going on a date that you're gonna about having that job. Yeah, because I'm not gonna let you sacrifice yourself for work. You're gonna have a relationship and you're gonna go on dates. Yeah, you are. Because you have the healthy tools now, and the second you see red flags, you're gonna walk away. Yeah, like that soundbite. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about me. And you're not worried about walking away because you're comfortable with your own environment and your own company. Haha. Yay. Okay. I love you, Scorpio. I needed to make you laugh. Sag rising, Sag sun, Sag moon, Sag. Oh my God. Can someone with a Sag moon just tell me what that's like? I have a Capricorn moon. I'd be so fascinated. Like, what does that sound like? I just want to sit on the walls of your brain and listen. Like, that intuition must be so cool. That has nothing to do with anything. I'm just curious. So, all right. What? Okay. Just listening. There's a lot for you. When it's time to move on, you know it's time to move on. You know it's time to move on from something. You know, like the actual introduction to this could be very, very helpful for what you're experiencing right now. And you can't hide in your work. You gotta leave that environment. It's time to move. It's time to do something. You could be renovating, could be something like that. But there's a lot of internal changes that are going on right now. And don't overwhelm yourself with the process, truly. Maybe this could be a release of, because this is legacy, public image, career. And, you know, we have the South Node that's going to be in this house. I have a whole all signs reading for the North Node and South Node. Definitely go check that out. Because this transit alone goes until August 2026. But we can't get addicted to the work or displace the fact that we're not happy where we are in the work. Where it's like, well, if I just keep working, then eventually, like, I'll get there. And eventually I'll do this. Like, there was a really powerful Lewis Howes that I saw. I'm going to put the link for it below. There's a financial advisor that was on the show, and he was talking about, you know, he was working with this person. She had an incredible amount of debt, and she was like, yeah, I'm just going to get like a second job at like Walmart or something. And he's like, I actually think that's one of the worst things that you could do. Why not? You know, we have these little telephones that we're able to reach people all over the world. What if you created this, you know, program? What if you created something that could help people all over the world? And then she ended up like doing her, and the link is below, so I'm going to butcher this. She ended up like doing the 3D job that she hated on the side because she loved the clients, or I think she was a teacher, the students so much, and she was balling out. She didn't need it. Her side hustle paid for that. So we know right now there's like this squeeze going on. Uranus is in the mix. There's a squeeze happening, and it's like, I'm so excited because it's like I'm seeing you have no idea how to get to the paradigm that you're going into, sinking into presence, really sinking into radical presence and saying, okay, I know in my future I own my home. I accept that I don't own my home right now, and I love that. That's amazing. I'm going to draw the blueprints. I'm going to, you know, visit environments that make me feel so abundant and so rich and so free. I know that I'll go for walks every day. So I'm just going to walk every day, regardless of the fact that I'm not living in the environment that I want to be living in. Like, there's little things that we can do. It's the habit of habit that get us going. You know, Mars going into Leo could be a massive expression of a move coming your way. Massive expression, but really get very specific with it. Get specific with the area that you want to live in. Get specific with all of these different things. And if you're like, Sarah, I don't know the exact area that I want to be living in, then don't double down on work. Go on explorations. You're a Sagittarius, darling. Yeah, go on adventures. Go on adventures. Or ask yourself, where do I feel most at home, and be in that environment as often as you possibly can. You got to feel the vibe. You got to feel the vibe a little bit more than you're feeling it right now. And so that's okay. This is going off, y'all. This is going off. This never happens so intensely. Yeah, never. But it's going off. So I love that for all of us. We are feeling it. We're doing great. Sips of water, everyone. Sarah especially. Dude, I told you yesterday, like, I'm drinking more water. I have a baby-sized bladder. This is an overshare, but I'm like, I've peed so many times. So many. In the past 24 hours alone. But my body feels better, so that's all that matters. Capricorn, you're not going backwards. You're not going backwards. The intensity of this season might be like a Nam flashback for you of Pluto in your sign. Know that you're safe. Know that you're okay. Know that you're okay. Like this, you can handle this. You can handle big energy. This is your time of really implementing some of your chop wood, carry water. Yeah, if you're feeling a little bit intense, be intense. Be intense. This is really great. This is you. And, you know, if you have Scorpio placements as well, this is you knowing that whether you're in a partnership or you're not in a partnership, you're allowed to have emotions. Is nobody's responsible for your emotions, but you being able to say, I'm feeling really incredible right now. So I'm going to do what it is that I know to do. I'm not going to, you know, be front facing with human beings. I'm going to pull back and really just watch some really great movies or get some takeaway. Like, this is the roots of the tree of your life down here, Capricorn. Yeah, if you have Virgo placements as well, this is a perfect time to implement some woo. Mercury's going retro, like your chart ruler is involved over here. Full moon. Don't make big decisions. Eclipse season, don't make big decisions. Venus and Mercury is going retrograde the next day after this eclipse. Don't make big decisions. So if you're confused, be confused. If you're not sure what you want to do, go on an adventure. Go on an adventure. Yeah, when Mars goes into Leo, I'm excited for that for you. I think a lot of really incredible opportunities, full body chill, are really going to be coming for you, as well as when Lilith goes into Scorpio. I'm excited. I'm going to do an all signs reading for that because I'm really interested as to how that's going to channel through for everyone. But I feel like the work that you've done on yourself, with yourself, inner child, inner teenager, future self, shadow self, a lot of you have been doing a lot of shadow work. And so the feelings that you're having about like this energy maybe could be a moment of, you know, you're not the only person that my spiritual hygiene video could be worth your time. So it's not just you. So that's why I'm putting the link below, because I think that it could be helpful. I put it in the toolbox, I think, as well. I'm going to check up on that, but I really revamped my toolbox and like my guidance and insights, the playlist. So tons of information for you, tons of stuff. But yeah, this is, if you've been keen to move or relocate and it's been confusing, Cap, I feel like the new moon eclipse in Aries is going to shine a lot of light on maybe not so much. There's a big move that's meant for you, Cap. Sun, moon, and rising for all of you. Big body chill on that one. And so it's like you're not being shown the whole image just yet, and that's triggering the F out of you. So I would say, like, I feel like there's going to be like a next step in the adventure, another step in the journey for you, Capricorn. It's going to be presented to you around the new moon eclipse in Aries. So March could be so transformative for you. Like, get it. I love that. I love that. I'm excited for you. These are way shorter than I expected. I'm trying my best to do more all signs readings. So I think that, you know, because I'll have a Mercury retrograde one, I'll have a new moon eclipse one. So there's going to be a lot of all signs reading this month. So I never want to overwhelm you with information. But Aquarius. Money is looking for you. So implementing a little bit of some mantras could be helpful. Like, money flows to me effortlessly. I'm open to receive my blessings. Like, it's something that just feels very, very safe for you could be helpful to allow that to come in. Yeah. And doing some nervous system calm. Yeah, because if, you know, you might want, where did I hear it? I don't remember. It could have been Whitney, this, you know, fame coach, or it could have been someone else. So I apologize. I'm not really sure. But like, you could want all of this finances and all of these abundances. But if your nervous system doesn't think that wealth is safe, it ain't coming. It ain't coming. This is your body. We are consciousness having this human experience, but if our body says when people have money, other people just come and take it. When people have money, they turn evil. When people have money, all this bad stuff happens. Like, if that's the way that you've been taught, if that's like you got to reprogram that mindset. You got to do some hypnosis tapes. You got to get to the unconscious and the subconscious. Yeah, you got to reprogram some things in your brain. Yeah, we're like computers. Our brains are like computers. You can put new programs in. We don't have to be what our programs were. Yeah, this is the money access over here. So you might have your mind on your money and your money on your mind, and it's not coming, and it just keeps getting kicked back or keeps getting pushed back. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's happening. Is because your body might not feel ready to receive it. And learning how to communicate with your body, learning how to communicate with your inner team. You know, in my Awakened Mastery program, I think it's chapter 2 or chapter 3, we talk about getting to know your inner team. They're never going away. They are never going, your inner child's never going away. Your inner teenager is never going away. Your shadow self is never going away. So I give the example of like you're at a board meeting and you have all these people that are sitting at the boardroom table and you're at the head and it's your team and you've got this like screaming child, a screaming inner child, and a teenager that's trying to like light things on fire in the corner. Those are yours. Those are your responsibility. Nobody else's responsibility to take care of that. Dude, the whole thing. I'm so excited. So really working on reprogramming your brain and rewiring that and calming your nervous system and meditating every single day. But money is looking for you. Get to know it. Love it. The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace D. Wattles. And it's just hypnosis tapes. Change your whole life. Yeah. Pisces. Pisces rising. Pisces sun, Pisces moon. That'll feel nice. Oh, child. Child. Things are gonna get easier. Child, things will get brighter. Communicating how you feel to the people that are in your life is so important. It's what you're being asked to focus on right now. I'm hearing somebody say, yeah, but if I say that, they're going to leave. Okay. What if you were worthy of healthy partnerships? What if you were worthy of healthy abundances? What if you were worthy of all the things, like the beautiful archetypal romance? Yeah. Some of you are really handling some parental stuff right now, and I really honor you. You're either doing a deep dive, you're taking care of someone, that you're, recognizing that you kind of have outgrown your parents. Something's going on with parents. This is relationships, early learning, the Sun, Uranus connection. Definitely go watch the introduction. It's listed below, and it's I think the last video that I posted. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, money might be a squeeze right now, but for you that's nothing. You're just like, oh, I'm not using my third credit card. I'm not worried about that for you. I'm never worried about money for you. Yeah, if you have Aquarius placements as well, definitely watch the Aquarius video, because it's like, if money is looking for you and you're unconsciously or subconsciously sabotaging that money because you don't want to share it with the people in your life, that's not a judgment. You just know you're not supposed to. Or if your nervous system isn't feeling ready for it, like there's some version of like fame, of knownness, of leaving the job that you're in, whatever that may be. Oh my God, when Mars goes back into Leo, some of you are going to be like, enough is enough. I am leaving this job, and you're just going to like mic drop it. And I love that for you, because people might be taking advantage of you, or they might be treating you like crap. That's on purpose. Those are your biggest teachers. Yeah, I have a whole video called Reverence for the Villain. You learn quick. So don't let your, family stuff get in the way of you becoming the most abundant version of yourself. I love you. I've done it. I've literally done it. I've been in the grossest of relationships being like, I'm the one that can fix that person. Yeah, you remind me of someone from my childhood, but I'm just going to go head first into this nasty, weird amalgamation. It's my Beauty and the Beast wounding. Tis. But this is, relationships, self, communication, early learning, the way we learned the boundaries of our communication here. So it's stepping into that and it's connected to your money. This is just astrological validation. Just astrologically, this is what's coming up. Venus is retrograde in your house of money. Mercury is about to go retrograde in your house of money. Chiron is in your house of money. Sun in your house of self, over here. And happy birthday to some of you. We have Uranus in your house of early learning, communication, and then the eclipse is in your house of relationships. Sextile over here. We're learning to lean on this. It's not easy, because this yes friend over here, definitely go watch the intro. I explain it in a little bit more detail. Is going to be like, no, just, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. You're lying by omission. When you're not saying anything, it's like, I've been in environments, and I'm not coming at you. I've done this, where my lips are pursed, like I'm holding in a word fought, and I just think that like, oh, no, I'm it's not my place to engage, or no. It is. If you aren't explaining to the people around you how you feel, they do not know you. I love you. You're doing great. If I can be helpful, I have free consultations, so please let me know. Happy eclipse, everybody! Tons of resources in the description. Reach out directly if I can help, and I will see you in the next video. Love you.